Imagine turning an idea into a global empire before you're even 30 years old. This is the story of Bill Gates, a boy from Seattle who grew up to change the world, and in the process, became one of the most complex and controversial figures of our time. Bill Gates was born on October 28, 1955, in Seattle, Washington. From an early age, he showed a curiosity that set him apart from other kids. While most children were playing outside, Gates was inside, devouring books and solving puzzles. His parents, William H. Gates, Sr., a successful lawyer, and Mary Maxwell Gates, a businesswoman and civic leader, encouraged his intellectual pursuits. They had high hopes for their son, but even they couldn't have imagined just how far he would go. At age 13, Gates had an experience that would shape the rest of his life. His school, Lakeside School, acquired a computer terminal, and Gates was instantly captivated. While other students saw it as just another piece of equipment, Gates saw endless possibilities. He spent countless hours learning to program, even sneaking out of his house at night to use the computer. It was at Lakeside that Gates met Paul Allen, a fellow computer enthusiast who shared his passion. The two became fast friends and partners in exploring the new world of computing. They weren't just playing around, they were dreaming big. Together, they wondered what it would be like if everyone had access to a computer. This was the seed of an idea that would eventually grow into one of the most successful companies in history. Gates' academic achievements earned him a spot at Harvard University, one of the most prestigious schools in the world. But even at Harvard, his mind was on computers, not classes. He spent more time in the computer lab than in the lecture hall, constantly thinking about how to turn his passion into something bigger. In 1975, Gates and Allen learned about the Altair 8800, an early personal computer. They immediately saw its potential and contacted the company behind it, offering to write software for the machine. But within weeks, they developed a version of the basic programming language that worked perfectly on the Altair. This was the beginning of Microsoft. With the success of their Altair project, Gates made a bold decision. He dropped out of Harvard, leaving behind the safety of a degree for the uncertain future of a startup. His parents were concerned, but Gates was determined. He knew he was on the verge of something big. Gates and Allen officially founded Microsoft in 1975, and they were determined to make their vision a reality: a computer in every home and on every desk. The early days of Microsoft were intense. Gates worked tirelessly, often sleeping in the office and driving his small team hard. He was known for his relentless focus and his ability to see opportunities where others didn't. Their big break came in 1980 when IBM approached Microsoft to create an operating system for their new personal computers. Gates seized the opportunity, and the result was MS-DOS. This operating system became the foundation of Microsoft's success and established the company as a leader in the rapidly growing tech industry. In 1985, Microsoft launched Windows, a graphical operating system that made computers more accessible and easier to use. Windows was a game changer, and it quickly became the standard for personal computers around the world. Gates' vision of a computer in every home was becoming a reality. By the time he was 31, Gates was already a billionaire, and Microsoft was one of the most powerful companies in the world. But with success came new challenges. Gates' intense work ethic and competitive nature sometimes made him a difficult boss. As Microsoft grew, so did concerns about its dominance in the tech industry. Competitors accused the company of using its power to stifle competition, and in 1998, the US government filed an antitrust lawsuit against Microsoft. The case was one of the most high-profile legal battles in corporate history. The lawsuit alleged that Microsoft had used its monopoly in the operating system market to crush competitors and maintain its dominance. The trial was long and contentious, and at one point it seemed like the government might break Microsoft up into smaller companies. In the end, Microsoft reached a settlement, agreeing to change some of its business practices. The case left a lasting mark on both Microsoft and Gates, highlighting the fine line between success and monopolistic practices. By the early 2000s, Gates began to think about life beyond Microsoft. He had achieved more than most people could dream of, but he wanted to do more. In 2000, he and his wife, Melinda, founded the Bill Melinda Gates Foundation, one of the largest private charitable foundations in the world. The foundation focuses on global health, poverty reduction, and education, tackling some of the most pressing issues facing humanity. Gates threw himself into this new role with the same intensity that had driven him in his business career. He traveled the world, meeting with leaders and experts, and investing billions of dollars in causes he believed in. But this new chapter wasn't without its critics. Some questioned the influence Gates wielded through his foundation, arguing that it gave him too much power over global health and development. Others praised him for using his wealth to make a positive impact on the world. Despite his public success, Gates' personal life has had its share of challenges. He married Melinda French in 1994, and together they built not just a family but a partnership that became one of the most influential in the world. They had 3 children and seemed to have a perfect life, but in 2021, Gates and Melinda announced their divorce after 27 years of marriage. The news was shocking, and it led to a wave of speculation about what went wrong. The divorce was one of the most expensive in history, but beyond the financial settlement, it marked a significant personal shift for Gates. Today, Bill Gates is no longer the young man building a software empire. He's a philanthropist, a global figure, and a subject of intense scrutiny. Some see him as a visionary who used his genius to change the world for the better. Others view him with skepticism, questioning the concentration of power and influence in one man's hands. But no matter how you see him, there's no denying that Bill Gates has left an indelible mark on the world. So what's next for Bill Gates? As he continues to focus on global challenges like climate change and health, his story is far from over. Whatever the future holds, Gates will always be remembered as a man who not only shaped the modern world, but also redefined what it means to be successful. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy the video, then make sure to like, share, and subscribe. What do you think of Bill Gates' journey? Let us know in the comment below. Until next time, keep dreaming big.